we can take this as one dimension in which we can move to and fro through only this dimension. We can't move up and down, but when we place it here like, then we can move to and fro as well as up and down. Take a bigger book. So now take this book, this much bigger book than that, in which we can go through this direction, which is right and left. Then we can go through up and down. Then another dimension is added. This dimension is height, in which we got length, breadth, and a height. This is three dimension. So now you can say many of these one dimension added together make a two dimension things. Many infinite numbers of one dimensions are added and make this two dimension. Means we added this two dimension infinite times and it got a height, and now this book we have created. So infinity amount of any one dimension when added together make different another dimension. Hypothetically, many of these books which we know in three dimension, if we added many of these three dimensional things like this book also, it will then can give rise to a fourth dimension that we don't know about, because infinite number of single dimension give rise to a plane that is two dimensional, and many of planes are two dimensional object that give rise to a three dimension. The infinite of three dimensional object can also give rise to fourth dimension. Now imagine that this key is a single dimensional organism and we got our single dimension this. So this single dimensional organism can go through this to and fro motion or left right motion. Single dimensional organism moving through a single dimension. If imagine this as a two dimensional organism, now that can move, this organism can move from left to right, and as well as up to down in the single dimension. Take this book as three dimension. This organism now can move in this direction, that is left to right, now this direction, that is in up to down, and now it has a height, so it can move also in this direction. So a fourth dimensional organism can move in a fourth dimension that we don't know. Single dimensional organism that is moving through a single dimension, so that organism have no idea about the dimension because it is only moving in one dimension. It is going through two and fro motions. Then we take this two dimensional object that have two dimension to move. One is up to and fro and another is up and down. So a two dimensional organism can move through two dimension, and it a dimensional organism have no idea about three dimension because that organism can't see three dimension. So now take us, because we are three dimensional beings. So now we know a single line in infinite amounts of number can give rise to a plane. So a single dimension give birth to a two dimension, and if we arrange a two dimensional things or two dimensional planes in many numbers or infinite numbers, it give rise to three dimension, and so on. If we arrange three dimensional things in many numbers or infinite numbers, it also can give rise to fourth dimension. In the fourth dimension, a three dimension is existing, and in a three dimension a two dimension is existing, and in two dimension one dimension is existing. So in every dimensions we adding up, we are getting more of volumes. As a three dimensional beings, we can see a line, we can see a square made of lines, and we can see a cube that is made of squares. Hypothetically, there is something called tesseract is existing, that is a fourth dimensional, but no, we have no access, we have no idea about what is a tesseract is, because we are not fourth dimensional being. A fourth dimensional being can access to a single line, a square, a cube, and a tesseract. So if we are successfully existing in three dimension, maybe we are the optimal, or maybe there is no fourth dimension, because we have no idea about in two-dimensional beings or in two-dimensional organism.